Hi, welcome. My name is Christy Campbell, and I'm going to speak with you regarding the job of being a police officer. Now, imagine you're a police officer and you pull a car over for speeding and driving recklessly. As you get out of your vehicle and you approach the vehicle you had just pulled over, you have no idea who's inside, what they have inside of the vehicle. Your heart is racing a million miles a minute. This is the feeling that most police officers experience in a situation such as that. Most of us have dealt with police officers, at least at some point in our life, whether it was from us getting pulled over for a traffic violation, whether we had called them for assistance for some sort of need that we had, or even watching TV. A lot of times, if you watch, such as Cops, you will see on there exactly what officers do on a daily basis and the type of people that they deal with on a daily basis. That brings me to the information that I had found. I did a lot of research looking on a lot of different websites. I went to officer.com, which is firsthand accounts from officers of stories of things that they've dealt with on a daily basis. I also went to the Fraternal Order of Police website to get some information regarding police officers and what they go through on a daily basis. I also went to the Officers Down Memorial page, which gave all the statistics and names of all the officers who have been killed in the line of duty. My brother was a military policeman, which is a little bit different than civilian policeman. But I did a little bit of information based off of stories and things that he's told me from being a military policeman, or an MP, as I call him. So, police officers, they risk their lives on a daily basis to maintain peace in society. They protect citizens and property from criminals. They assist people in need as well as educate school-age children. Now, my intent is to explain that police officers assist people in need with giving a few examples that I had found of direct stories from officers themselves. I'll also address police officers who have risked their lives daily to maintain peace in society. And unfortunately, there's a lot of stories of officers who have lost their lives trying to maintain peace in society and keep society safe from evil people, from criminals who break laws and continue to break laws with no respect to human life. Lastly, I will discuss how police officers are educating children, the different activities and events that they've organized to help educate children regarding police officers, to have a better relationship between officers and students. So this brings me to my first point that I like to address is police officers assist people in need. I'm sure at some point somebody has asked an officer for assistance. Just recently, my husband and I were at a Walmart getting some groceries, and we noticed a car next to us had a dog that was locked inside. We live in Arizona, so it is really hot here, and it was about 100 degrees. It was a cloudy day, but regardless, they had some of the windows down, cracked a little bit. This dog was inside panting. It was really hot. We had called the police, and here in Arizona, they take stuff like that extremely serious. We ended up with 3 police cars who had shown up to assist this dog that was inside this car. But one of the stories that I did find in my research was on www.officer.com. It was a story of in San Mateo County, California, the sheriff's deputy had been parked near a car who was stuck on the Caltrain tracks. Anybody knows what a Caltrain is? It's the trains, like a commuter train that run through certain towns in California. And this train was barreling at this car. This officer had dragged out this driver just merely seconds before this Caltrain had hit and smashed this car. Another story on www.officer.com was in New Jersey, at a Costco. Kind of goes along with my story of Walmart. It was a Bergen County Sheriff's Officer. His name was Rich Carrison. He had received a phone call that there was a child that was screaming and crying inside of a minivan that was buckled into their car seat. Apparently, the mother had left the child in the car to go inside shopping. Well, the officer got there and had smashed the windows to get this child out of the vehicle. The child ended up being okay and was turned over to her father. Her mother ended up now facing child endangerment charges. So that seems to be a very common need for the police officers, is dealing with situations such as those. This brings me to my next point. Police officers, they risk their lives daily to maintain peace in society. There was an interesting quote that I had found from the second vice president of the Fraternal Order of Police. His name was Frank Gale. And I quote, he said, "We must never forget who we are and why we do the job we do. We are a force for good in society and must take our encouragement from knowing that we are vigorous opponents of all types of evil." That brings me into the sad part of being a police officer and the amount of officers who lose their lives. Now, all you need to do is turn on the news, and it seems constantly you're hearing about officers who have been killed in the line of duty. Most recently, there was two. One is Hayward Police Sergeant. His name was Scott Lunger. He was shot and killed during a traffic stop. Also, there was a Memphis police officer. His name was Sean Bolton. He was shot multiple times and killed during a police stop as well. On the website Officer Down Memorial page at www.odmp.org, they had listed so far, as of today, August 5th, 2015, there's been 70 officers who have died in the line of duty. And the deaths have ranged from gunshots, from traffic pursuits, assaults, heart attacks, things such as those. So let's move on to my last and final point. Police officers educate school-age children. In Dallas, the police department found that it was necessary to have a free event that was aimed at discussing how youth should deal with law enforcement. This was on www.officer.com as well. They got the youth in there. They wanted to help them direct them how to deal with officers themselves, how they are to interact with each other, how to report any sort of misconduct, and how these youth can go ahead and report if they've witnessed crimes. Also in Chicago, the police officers had put together Inglewood Youth Police League, which was a baseball league to help children ages 9 through 12 who were at risk. They coached the children. That way they'd have a better relationship with them if they saw them on the field or off field when they were on duty. So let's just kind of recap. Police officers assist people in need in various situations. They also risk their lives daily to maintain peace in a society that's filled with evil. Police officers educate children, school-age children, through off-duty activities such as baseball leagues, as well as events that are aimed at how to deal with law enforcement. So next time you see a police officer, please thank them. Thank them for what they do, because most of us would not want their job. They keep us safe, not because they have to, but because they choose to. And they do put their lives on the line every day to keep our society safe. Thank you. Have a good day.